Hello everyone. As I read multiple comments on my previous video asking about my undervolt settings for the 1660 Super, I decided to make a dedicated video about it. And keep in mind, you can use the same method for almost any NVIDIA GPU. First, you'll need MSI Afterburner, which you can easily download from Google. Then, you should check your GPU's boost clock speed. Mine shows around 1800 MHz inside GPU-Z, but that number is not fully accurate during actual gameplay, so I'll show you the real boost clocks in game in just a second. As you can see here, my GPU is actually boosting between 1845 to 1860 MHz while in game, which is slightly higher than the advertised 1800 MHz boost clock. Power consumption here is also sitting around 120 to 125 watts. And temperatures are quite high as well, reaching around 82 degrees during gameplay. Now let's finally start undervolting. First, we need to open the curve editor inside MSI Afterburner. After that, we also need to find our GPU voltage. This number can be different depending on your GPU, since every card has slightly different stock voltages. For most people, I would recommend starting with around 50 to 75 millivolts undervolt from your stock voltage. For my card, I'm starting at 950 millivolts, while also increasing the clock speed from the previous 1860 MHz stock boost up to 1925 MHz. Now, after dragging the 950 millivolt point up to 1925 MHz, hold Shift plus left click on the graph line from the 950 millivolt point and drag the mouse towards the end of the graph while holding both buttons. Then, while still holding Shift, press Enter. After the graph is lined up, we simply click Apply inside MSI Afterburner. So now let's check if our undervolt and overclock are stable, and also see how much power draw has been reduced. Now as you can see, our temperatures have dropped by almost 10 degrees, while power draw has also reduced by around 20 to 25 watts. And don't worry about the clock speed showing 1935 MHz, even though I selected 1925 MHz. There's usually a small 5 to 15 MHz offset on NVIDIA GPUs, which is completely normal and nothing to worry about. And surprisingly, our FPS has also improved slightly, jumping by around 2 to 3 FPS as well. Now let's lower the voltage even further from 900 millivolts down to 875 millivolts. I'm also lowering my clock speeds back down to 1860 MHz, which was previously the same clock speed my GPU was reaching at 1012 millivolts stock voltage. For my specific card, I personally found 875 millivolts at 86 MHz to be the perfect sweet spot between performance, power draw, and temperatures. Here, as you can see, our power draw is now below 100 watts, mostly sitting around 95 to 98 watts. And our temperatures are now between 70 to 72 degrees, which is more than a 10-degree reduction compared to stock settings. And most importantly, the card is also very stable at these settings. Now let's see what happens when we push the clock speeds even further at 900 millivolts to try getting the maximum performance possible while still keeping temperatures reasonable. I'm now trying 1950 MHz at 900 millivolts, which is only around 15 MHz higher than before. As you can see here, our FPS has now jumped up to around 60 FPS, while the card is still mostly running around 1935 MHz. But after a while, the game suddenly crashes because the GPU attempted to boost up to 1950 MHz, but failed to remain stable, causing the game to stop working. And don't worry, this does not damage your GPU at all. If this happens, simply go back slightly to a lower clock speed or higher voltage until the card becomes stable again, and then save those settings. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I really tried my best to make this guide as simple and easy to understand as possible. And remember, you can use the same method on almost any NVIDIA GPU. For AMD GPUs, undervolting can usually be done directly through the Adrenalin software itself. Currently, I don't have an AMD GPU with me to demonstrate that process as well, but generally the concept is very similar. And honestly, it's even easier on AMD cards because you don't have to work with graphs and tiny voltage curve dots. Instead, AMD usually gives you simple sliders, making the undervolting process much easier for beginners. So again, thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it or found it helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel for more gaming benchmarks, optimization guides, and performance settings videos. And also, don't forget to like and share the video because it genuinely helps the channel grow and allows me to make even better quality videos in the future. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.